The fact that I'm hearing just that, I already know that the bad faith is off the scales. You guys haven't even seen the show. You didn't fucking watch it. And you're gonna sit here. Does this work better? Are we okay now, guys?
Cliff Note version. Adam wanted to make some changes to his Tuesday show. The guy on the Tuesday show is a breakout star for the network. He also has a Wednesday show, and he's got gang with him who's all on the network helping shit. Adam wants to take him off the Tuesday show, and he wants to take the Tuesday show and just the network in general in a different direction, which is more political, right-wing, white boy.
Right wing.
He interviewed a Nazi, which is the cause of all this. Oh, shit. On his Wednesday show with no black people.
The interview is not the cause of anything. Oh my God.
He interviewed a retired Nazi, Richard Spencer. He laughed at some slavery jokes. It was real uncouth and a real nasty look.
Yo.
The people at his network.
The slavery joke, that wasn't even made on the No Spencer podcast. This is such a bad faith recollection of everything that happened. Like, you're conflating so many different things here. Like, Adam 22 was busting a nut with two girls while Destiny was making slavery jokes in front of Richard Spencer without a single black person present. Like, this is like, you're conflating so many different things here. It's so bad faith. It's actually so bad faith.
According to Adam, Adam meets a girl online that is 16. He didn't know she was 16. He thought that she was older. This girl came referred from friends, right? He meets the girl at 19. While she's 19, he wants to make that very clear that he meets the girl at 19 years old. I think they lose contact for a little bit. A few years later, they reconnect off a Facebook algorithm. Somehow they end up fucking. He stays at her mom's house. They fuck. And then years go by, and then she accuses him of rape. So his rape allegation is this same girl from the pedophile story.
How old was he?
He was older.
40, 35?
No.
Oh, in his 20s. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, he was in his 20s.
What? He was older. How old? 40? No. 35? No. In his 20s. Oh. I think it was like 25. That's a wide gap. It's a wide gap there, but okay. I'm laughing. I guess it's funny to watch it happen to other people. It's not funny. No, actually, I laugh when it happens to me. This, like, the level of character assassination and, like, conflating of, and, like, it's all public, too. Like, we've all seen everything. We know the stories to all of these. The fact that he was just so, and this fucking snake fuck was, like, talking to Adam yesterday, too. Like, trying to act like kind of buddy, kind of, I guess they're like industry competitors. It sounds like Adam's like interviewed people in the past and kind of shit on him, and so maybe he's a little harboring ill will there. But like for the most part, it was a friendly interview. But then to come on into his show the next day, and Joe Budden's girl, Kaylin Garcia, was 19 when Joe dated her when he was 35. Was that true? I don't like to repeat shit that you guys say in chat, because I don't know how much is true, and you fucking retards get shit wrong too sometimes. So I'm not trying to dick ride him too hard. But I feel like Ack is like a million times smarter than every other motherfucking person I've heard talk in this arena. Like, oh my God, these guys are so stupid. Oh my God.
And the rappers.
Yep. For you to have a whole staff of black people working for you, just to interview the Nazi in a polite way, like if you interview the Nazi, you should give him the smoke, right? Yeah. But if you laughing at slavery jokes or if you laughing at any negative thing that he's saying about a culture that represents,
so like people are thinking this now, right? So if you're a Joe Budden dipshit egghead listener or whatever, hopefully egghead's not some racial, so I don't know. If you're watching this shit, you're thinking that like in your mind now, Adam is making slavery jokes, or the Nazi even is making slavery jokes. Richard Spencer is making slavery jokes in front of Adam. Like this is the impression that people are left with. And he thinks what? Did he think Richard Spencer was making fun of rap culture or hip hop culture or black people? I don't think we ever treaded even close to those grounds on that show.
For you.
Which means none of these fucking morons that want to enter their opinion, their worthless fucking opinion, into the public arena, into the public discourse. You guys haven't even seen the show. You didn't fucking watch it. And you're going to sit here and pearl a clutch about it. Like, you guys are just as much culture vultures as fucking Adam is. You understand that, right? A black person can be a culture vulture off of black culture if they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but they're starting to ride high on it, right? It's the same exact shit. Hold on, I'm sorry. It's not the same exact shit. It's even fucking worse. It's even worse. If you cared so much about the show, at least watch it so you can have some substantive critiques of it. Say, I don't like it when Richard said this. I don't like it when Adam did this. You're conflating two totally different shows because you haven't fucking watched either one. It's actually insane. It's such a grift. Destiny, that is objectively what he did, though. He can do it, but don't pretend he didn't do the hip-hop thing and then jump when it's making no money. Don't be a jackass when we call it what it is. Again, I refer you to X's statement on this subject matter. That is true. Adam did make initially NoJumper big, or it seems like it, off of like the hip hop culture stuff, all the up and coming rappers of doing things. That's true, but that scene is dying, and I don't know if Adam wants to hitch the entire business of NoJumper onto that dying scene, right? So he's branching out more. This is what everybody that survives in internet content does. You cannot anchor yourself to one particular scene and then drive your entire business that employs what? How many people work at NoJumper? It's like fucking 10, 20, 30 fucking people, right? You can't anchor your shit to that and then dive into the ground or dive to the depths of the ocean as that scene dies. You can't do that. Like, it doesn't make sense. You have to branch out. Now, can Adam do it in a more respectful, responsible, like, communicative way or whatever? Sure, probably. There are probably better ways he could do it. I'm not gonna deny that. But to get all pearl clutchy over it, cringe. You know what you could do is, I guarantee you could do this. I bet you could put a still frame up of me sitting in a chair. No, fuck, you couldn't. I was gonna say me sitting in a chair and then Adam sitting next to me and say, this is the debate that Adam had with Richard Spencer, and they would have thought that I was Richard Spencer, but I bet they wouldn't because of the blue hair. That might be the only thing that would tip them off. Fuck.
Hey, D, you got any examples of this power tripping that you think was going on over there?
Yeah, it was all right. So for instance, when the house phone situation happened, he was getting a lot of like backlash for it. And, we was telling him privately, like, hey, you're wrong for this. And, then we went publicly on the show that we got, and we was telling him, like, hey, no, we don't fuck with that. And I guess he was like, super stressed out about everything. And we was on his ass about it. And he was just like, hey, I'm thinking about cutting all the shows off. We like, what you mean cutting all the shows off? He was like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know about doing this no more. And, I feel like cutting this. And we like, you just gonna cut everything off because the heat is on you? But when the heat is on one of us, like, it's all cool. It's all fair game. Like, we like, shit like that.
I mean, he's the owner. He's...
Have you spoke to him since, though?
Of course, there's going to be a different relationship there, right? Like, if the owner is like, fuck this, I can't deal with this anymore, I'm going to quit. That's different than, like, one of my employees is getting heat. Like, I mean, obviously, right?
Spoke to him? Yeah. I mean, like, look, I'm going to keep it real. Just off the fact that, he put me in the game. He showed me a new way, man. I'm able to take it.
Like, it's so weird to be like, this guy yesterday was fucking power tripping so hard. Really? What was he doing? He was, like, threatening to kill his show. Wow, damn, power tripping. Who was he? Oh, he was my boss. That's not called power tripping. That's called having the power. That's your fucking boss, bro. That's not power. He is the power. That's his trip to have. What the fuck? I feel like if Adam was black, I feel like everybody would be treating this so much differently. But because he's white, he's such an easy punching bag for all of this. It's just so easy to shit on him as like the slave driver, the culture vulture, the white guy making money off all the black people and then backstabbing them, running all the black employees into the ground. Like, it's just it's lazy. It's lazy and tired, and it writes itself in terms of how boring it is. That's my feeling. Destiny, you are way out of your depth. You are speaking on stuff you do not understand, LOL. I understand the dynamics. If I'm missing some of the facts, you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. But like, I've already seen enough on this show to see how horrendously misrepresented situations that I have firsthand knowledge of are, right? I think that when I made that, what show was I on when I made that slave owner joke? I don't even think I knew that Richard Spencer was coming yet, because I think the Dick Show, was the third show that I did that day, and I think Richard Spencer was day 2. I didn't even know he was coming, but the way that they represent the order of events here, they make it sound like me and Adam were making pro-slavery jokes. Like, the fact that I'm hearing just that, I already know that the bad faith is off the scales, right? Even without knowing any of the background. To see the conflation of these things is fucking wild to me. It is so disgustingly bad faith. If I'm wrong on any of the other facts of the matter, you can feel free to tell me. If I'm incorrect on anything else, and feel free to say, oh, Destiny, like, you're wrong on this. But like, I haven't heard anybody correct me on any of the facts. When Adam has in his career ridiculed and painted Joe in a horrible light whenever controversy comes up, and now, just like Joe did, Adam is not some innocent, easy target. Sure. I mean, like, and I don't know that. That's why I said, but I gave that qualifier. I literally said that. I was like, it sounds like Adam interviewed people in the past that were shitting on Joe. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. Adam had a defense for that. I don't know that. Hold on. I feel like when I speak about these things, I feel like you guys don't take me seriously. Well, 'cause the thing is, I have a friend in my house. I feel like he's more qualified to speak on this. Like, now, can we talk about the underground rap culture for Adam 22 now? Is this okay? If I speak now, are you going to deal with the actual substance of what I say instead of just accusing me of being biased or race or whatever? Is that possible? What do you think? Does this work better? Are we okay now, guys? All right, hold on. My friend's leaving. Why don't you take time to research the background of NoJumper? You make fun of Wash Refuting without knowing the facts. You're biased because you like Adam. I don't have any I could never do another show with Adam in my life and be just fine, okay? Fuck. I feel like I'm repeating Big Ack because he was right. Ack said it. I don't have a financial reliance on Adam. I don't give a if Adam's whole show collapses tomorrow. It makes no difference to me. Okay, I lose money going to NoJumper. Okay, it's not like they're paying me stipends for doing their shows. So if you think I'm just biased towards Adam, it says more to your position than anything else. I mean, I support his side of the argument here because I do it again. But again, you're not like attacking any. There's no factual claim that you're refuting on any of this. It's just like, oh, you just like Adam. Oh, you just blah, 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 oh, blah 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 blah. Like the Fuentes interview was way more wild than the Richard Spencer conversation. That Fuentes interview was insane, and Flacco was there half defending him. Where the fuck was the NoJumper backlash to that? Did I miss that? Can somebody tell me? Are there clips of AD, of Lush, of all these other guys saying like, I can't believe you brought Fuentes on, this is fucking wild, I can't believe this is fucking crazy. Did I miss that? And I might have. I'm telling you, I might have, because I'm not a part of these communities. I checked the subreddit, I checked some of the shows. Did I miss that backlash? Was it there? Whereas for this stuff, like, the Spencer interview was tame as fuck. None of these dumb fucks have actually seen the interview. Not a single one of these guys have seen the interview.
Somebody suggested that, hey, I'll be in on the interview. And I thought, like, you know what I'm saying, I can just talk and, you know, try to get the issues out and stuff like that. And I didn't think I did a good job when it came down to the interview because I felt like kind of that was above what the research that I didn't even do. And once that happened, man, I just felt like I let my people down. And I told myself, I was like, you know what? If anybody like that comes on the platform, I'm going to do my due diligence.
Here was AD's response. Oh, yeah, because... Oh, fuck, wait, that's right. AD joined the end of this interview to talk to Fuentes, didn't he? Wasn't AD was on the phone for this?
Like, just like you said, like, the people think you didn't do enough?
Yeah, they're like, you should have said this, you should have known this, you should have known that, and I agree. I'm like, yeah, I should have did way better when it came down to that because, you know, not knowing the history, like, that's not no excuse. Right. I have all these resources, I'm in position, people look up to me, and I feel like I gotta be a good representation for them. So if somebody's coming at my people or saying certain things, like, I gotta be able to counter and do it intelligently. So
wow, notice how when he's in the hot seat, notice how it's like, yeah, you know, I need to take more time to prepare and blah 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 blah, and because he didn't prepare at all, he did nothing, right?
When I say racist,
he was on this fucking show. Dude, the Fuentes shit was a million times more crazy than the Spencer shit. Fuck all these people. All right, hold on. I'm unplugging. I can't. Hold on. Because I'm going to, like, I don't want to make it. AD seems cool. A lot of these guys seem cool. They're just, like, on the big, like, NoJumper train because obviously they're trying to start their own shit. But I'm going to end up, like, burning way too many bridges if I go too hard on this for no reason.
Real, it doesn't.
The point is that there was no black people on the Richard Spencer show. Now who the fuck cares if there are black people there now? Why the fuck does that matter? Like, what if Candace Owens was on the Spencer show? Like, can we, how many more years until we can move past the like hyper obsession with like the amount of melanin in somebody's fucking skin to like have a conversation with somebody? Like at some point, like why can't we do it? Like, well, what was actually said? I feel like a libertarian from 2009 saying this. Like,
by genetics.
At least engage with the subject matter. Engage with the material that was said, not just like, oh no, there was no. And also, excuse me, I'm a proud Cuban European American, whatever the fuck.
Race realism is simply the idea that race is a biological reality. Now, what you're talking about is these disparities in IQ, which someone who believes in race would say that disparities in IQ, well, IQ is a heritable characteristics. You would say that that's, you know, the difference in IQ between the races is a function of a genetic difference. It doesn't mean the blacks are better than the whites.
So he's literally just saying like black people are genetically inferior when it comes to IQ to white people. That's what he's saying here. And nobody gave a fuck. Where was the backlash to this? And that's one part of an hour and a half interview. This conversation is pretty fucking wild. And then Sneakle comes on, and I'm pretty sure these two are like in lockstep with fucking everything. Okay. All right, I'm good. Get me out.
And make sure.
Get me out. Okay. He said he should have come more prepared. Yeah, but like, do you know how tame that is?